After Russia blamed the US for a missile attack on Crimea, which was carried out by Ukraine, Pentagon claimed that Ukraine makes its own targeting decisions and conducts its own military operations. Now, according to Russia's defense ministry, Ukraine used army tactical missile systems or ATACMS rockets supplied and programmed by the US. The ministry claimed 4 of the rockets were intercepted over the city of Sevastopol. From the 5th rocket led to casualties among civilians on the ground. Now, the strike left at least 4 people dead and more than 150 injured. Russia's foreign ministry had summoned US Ambassador Lynn Tracy over the attack. In the meeting, Moscow reiterated that Washington bears equal responsibility with Kiev for the attack and formally warned of a retaliation. Thereafter, in a statement, US State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said that the country lamented any civilian loss of life.
We provide weapons to Ukraine so it can defend its sovereign territory against armed aggression. That includes in Crimea, which of course is part of Ukraine. And Russia could stop this war today and end the suffering caused by the war Russia launched today if it would stop its occupation of sovereign Ukrainian territory and stop launching attacks on civilians.
Meanwhile, Russia also accused the United Nations of double standards.
We do not deliberately target any civilian infrastructure in Ukraine. Only that infrastructure that relates to the military-industrial complex of Ukraine. We do not bomb cities. We do not bomb civilians. So that's it. We are not doing what Israel is doing in Gaza.
A day after the attack on Crimea, a Russian double-tap missile attacked Ukrainian town of Pokrovsk. At least 5 people were killed and 41 others were injured in what Kiev said was one of the largest attacks on civilians. As tensions on the battlefield continue to escalate, Ukrainian President Zelensky replaced Kiev's commander of joint forces. Zelensky appointed Brigadier General Andrei Ignatov as commander-in-chief, replacing Lieutenant General Yuri Sorol. The Ukrainian president has ordered the new head of Ukraine Security Service, or SBU, to clear out those not committed to Ukraine and who discredit the agency. In May, the SBU had caught 2 of its serving officers cooperating with Russia and plotting the assassination of Zelensky. Now, we were earlier joined by Dov Zakhim, Senior Advisor at Center for Strategic and International Studies from Washington, D.C. Here's what he had to say on the brewing issue. Listen in.
Well, I suppose, relatively speaking, it's an escalation in the sense that previously we've put far more limitations on Ukraine. The argument, of course, is we shouldn't have put those limitations on in the first place. And we've slowly, essentially, been raising those limitations. First, by allowing firing into Crimea, then allowing firing around Kharkiv, and now essentially saying that the Ukrainians can hit Russia in self-defense. Now, in all of this, some of the Europeans, the French, the British, have been ahead of us anyway. So escalation is probably the wrong word.